Welcome to Tbilisi, a city with a deserved reputation for being multi-ethnic, multicultural and multi-religious. Georgia's capital is a mix of spectacular architecture and is easy to find Georgian Orthodox, Armenian, Gregorian and Roman Catholic churches a short walk from a synagogue, a mosque and a Zoroastrian temple. The final block on day 3 of the Tbilisi Grand-Prix is about to get underway with all the medal matches. We're going to begin with the first of the bronze medal matches in the under 90 kilo category, and this features Peter Kutsera of Poland. He's up against Theodoros Tsalidis of Greece. It'll be Kutsera in white and Tsalidis in blue. The referee in the middle for this one is Jan Ramekes of the Netherlands, and with commentary on this and all the medal matches, it's a very warm welcome to former world champion Loretta Cusack-Dürr. Good afternoon, Loretta.
Good afternoon, Sheldon, and yes, we're going to be kicking off very shortly with the under 90 first of the bronze medal matches. And we were doing a little bit of research to try and find a little bit more out with this young man from Greece, 21 years of age, but we just don't seem to find anything. So I do apologise if there is a bit of a history of results from this young man, but we did try our hardest to do that bit of research.
That was a quick shot of Tsalidis in blue. Mystery man.
Yes, definitely, but definitely a performer here today. We won't forget him after this competition. Kutsera, junior world bronze medalist back in 2015. Also European bronze medalist in 2016 as well, but battled his way through today, but really a tough division. 29 athletes participated in the under 90s.
Tsalidis is just half a head shorter than Kutsera, and I think that height is going to cause him some problems.
It just seems to be all arms and legs, and you can see that right arm coming over the top, drawing his opponent down into the ground. Really unsettling. Tsalidis looking a little bit uncomfortable out there at this moment, apprehensive. He tries to get closer to his opponent, as you can see the long reach. Kutsera Sumigeish there, drawing his opponent down into the Niwaza. Kutsera there, as you can see, taking the right hand on the lapel, looking to throw that left hand. But he controls the sleeve there, but the left hand comes over. A little bit untidy in his approach there. I think the referee might punish him a little bit for that one.
Yeah, there's no need for Kutsera to get desperate and try and force the tempo here.
Well, he's got the advantage of having that height and looks as if he's in control of this contest right from the beginning. So to attempt something like that, and it literally just, well, there's a nice spin under there.
Pavel Zagrodnik is the coach for Kutsera, showing signs of wear and tear as a former judoka. He's got that blistered ear going, a bit of a cauliflower ear. Some of the fighters pick that up, depending on their styles and the number of times they clash heads or the side of the head with opponents.
Lovely Kochigari there, nice attempt.
See, that's not a technique from any other sport. You can't say they've, you know, transported him in from
like
some
wrestling,
kind of wrestling, a Greco-Roman wrestler or something. That
yes.
is a judo technique, and that's a quality little, you know, effort.
Yeah, she was as our hard techniques to master. It's about the timing, and the timing was perfect for that one. He overstretched himself slightly. That's the reason he didn't get the score, but trying to ride those uchimata, he's got to be very careful there as those long legs coming in to drop Sianagi.
And he's also got that modified Kataguruma attempt that he's missed a couple of times, which to me just shows that, you know, he's got a good, strong judo background, and the fact that he's competing in a bronze medal contest in a Grand Prix, you don't get there.
Well, that's what we've said. You don't just sort
of
walk in and find yourself in a bronze medal contest from nothing and being nowhere.
So I'd be interested to know how it is that he's made it here from almost nothing. Well, nothing. We've got nothing on him. And there's nothing on the scoreboard apart from that single Shido that Kutsera picked up. We've got 52 seconds left to go. It's an interesting little tussle between this pair. Kutsera hasn't been able to work out how to get past the defense of Salides, and Salides hasn't yet been able to catch him.
No,
with...
Not at this moment, no.
Yeah, with anything.
It's surprising, Kutsera, she got those long limbs, and he can throw, as you can see, effortlessly. That arm goes over the top, hooks him with the uchimata. The hand goes down to brace himself from going over.
Good defense. Again, that's learned. You know,
good reaction.
Yeah. Peck that up over a period of time. And I'll keep going on about it, but it is a bit of a surprise when someone comes onto the scene from nowhere with no record. There's no cadet or junior background to him, no European Cups at some lower level or whatever. There's no coach in the chair either.
Uchimata once more. Unless he's come from a sport such as Kurash, which is it's very much like judo. It is judo, but it doesn't have any niwaza. That's the only thing I can think of is coming from a sport like that. Well, the battle continues, and we're now into the golden score. A Shido apiece for both these athletes, and it's been a very interesting match. Kutsera, Uchimata once more. What plagues him is not being able to really control with that hand that comes over the back. He would get much more leverage if he had a strong grip.
Well, every time the contest goes into golden score, there's a second test that the athletes have to overcome. It's the stamina one. They've gone 4 minutes.
Unless they go to the 40 seconds.
Yeah, they get it done quickly.
Yeah.
Second penalty picked up by Salides.
Salides attempting to drop under his opponent. Bit of a desperate attack there. Now we know Polish athletes are very clever down in the niwaza. You can see those long legs now starting to wrap around the arm for the sangaku variation there. Now he gets that turn. He really drives. Oh, their head just slipped out there, and what a great opportunity lost there. He'd only had the arm controlled a little bit more on the rotation. Could have kept his opponent in the position. He now once more tries to draw his opponent through, but Salides is really now looking at picking it up. Possibly his third and final Shido. He's got to be careful. He's got to now start really engaging more. A few more attacks, because Kutsera, it really is now making his opponent look slightly passive there. He's starting to do a little bit more. Always looking in control. And there you have it, the third and final Shido.
For me, that you know, that's not really Shido. Kutsera wasn't in the place that Salides attacked. he was clever enough to see Salides coming. He moved out of the way, and Salides fell into that space.
Yes.
It was a genuine attack from Salides. Kutsero was clever enough to avoid getting in there, you know, and he missed. A passivity penalty, maybe, because you could say, okay, it wasn't a good attack, but you know, I just get a feeling that sometimes they really want to say, look, you're not in this, you're not up to much, so we'll give you a penalty. And they give the false attack penalty when it's a failed attack.
The thing is sometimes with these failed attacks, they do come in, they are committed to do the drop Sienagi, but what they aren't committed to do is follow it through. Now, if they did the drop Sienagi and then had that little twist, even if they had gone so far away from the actual point of being able to make it effective, that little finishing touch going, well, do you know what? They were going 110% into that.
Yeah, exactly.
They just missed the mark. But he didn't, he dropped.
Well, the hands come off. I mean...
He dropped and he stopped.
He lunged at him. He lunged at him. He saw him coming. He was out of the way. You know, he missed with the attack.
There's a little wave there too.
In any case, Kutsero picked up the bronze medal. We've got a second bronze medal contest coming up now. It's Lee Kochman of Israel. He faces Cyril Grossklaus of Switzerland. It's Kochman in the white judogi, Grossklaus in blue.
Well, you see the world ranking 55 to 28. Grossklaus has had a great performance here, number 1 seed. Kochman has the upper hand of knowing that he's defeated his opponent in previous innings, and it's all down to this very contest, whether he continues with that lead and the upper hand of knowing that he has a second win, or Grossklaus, who has performed very well today, takes the bronze medal. Well, it has been a very competitive weight category, there's no doubt about it, and it has been very open with some very strong athletes that have been defeated along the way to this point.
The referee in the middle for this one is Friedrich Anna Maria of Hungary.
Grossklaus had a great performance in Agadir, picked up the silver medal there. Chigari attempt there. Oh, he finds himself without a grip at the moment, and Kochman working his feet. Got the upper hand there, as you can see. The right hand hooked in for the Osotogari. Tried to switch it to the Makakomi. Well, Kochman there, who just got caught cold. Oh, it looked like the other way round, but we're just going to have a look at the screen. For me, I thought it was Grossklaus that got that. But here's it's in the Osotogari. Oh no, there you have it, the counter, nicely done. So Grossklaus did get that final touch to it. There's no question about that at all. Well, the Grossklaus has got the result.
See, sometimes it's the scoreboard operator that, you know, puts the score on the board.
Just making that little mistake that makes people doubt themselves. Like a Komi attempt there, hips come through. Kochman there defending quite nicely, but Grossklaus trying to, pulling out on that arm, looking for the arm lock. Well, we're coming up to the halfway mark. Gross-Klaus now with 1 Wazari. Much more comfortable a lead with just under 2 minutes remaining in this contest. Comes around the back with the Kosoto attempt. Cross gripped, but he needs to attack off that grip. The Israeli doing a little bit of a waiting game at this moment. Needs to start putting 1 or 2 attacks in just to satisfy the referee. So 1.5 minutes remaining. Gross-Klaus remaining in the lead. Looks to be defending there. He's already got 1 Shido. He cannot start accumulating any more Shidos. Husodagari from the Israeli, and a nice reaction there. Really needs to commit a little bit deeper into the attack. Just to have much more confidence on that throw. Shown it a few times within this match. Well, Gross-Klaus looking a little bit untidy, and I think he could be picking up the 2nd Shido. And there you have it. Now 1 more. He's got 40 seconds. He really has to start coming back into this contest. It might be a Wazari up, but he's starting to look very defensive out there. Kaufman there takes a Wazari. Well, they've called it an Ippon. Well, for me, I would have kept on with the Osakomi. Well, Gross-Klaus tried to hold on with that Wazari. Well, here we have the highlights. Let's see from this angle. Came in with the hips, hooked through. Well, either way, yep, I would think it was a fair enough shout there. Well, they've decided to take it off, and he had the Osakomi and he let him go. Well,
you know, they're asking for trouble if that happens, because what's going to happen is the fighters will continue to hold in Osakomi irrespective of what the referee says now.
Yeah.
They'll wait for the video replay and everything. So we've got to be careful here. You know, when...
Well, I think in fairness to the referee this time, he had already sat up. He had already disengaged with his opponent, which was the mate anyway. If he'd stayed in the Osakomi and then they called mate and asked him to get up, then that would have been a different. But he'd already literally decided it was going. He'd got the Ippon, and unlike some of the more clever athletes, they're going to hold on and they'll wait, and they're not going to let that Osakomi go until they know.
Despite having heard Ippon.
Hearing Ippon.
You know. So, a little bit of a bruise from Lee Kochman. Needs to tidy something up on the fingers, I think. Although it looked as though Gross-Klaus had a little bit of a blemish on the skin there. Might have drawn a bit of blood. Anyway, it's Kochman who's gone off for the treatment. It should only take a couple of seconds. The finger things don't normally take that long.
No.
It's if they've got a bandage up, something on the head, the cheek, the lip, they normally take a bit longer to do. But Kochman is just at the mat edge now, receiving a little bit of treatment from the Israeli team doctor. And as soon as that is over, then he'll be back on the mat. He's on his way now, actually. Right, well, the contest is nicely poised, with both fighters having scored. It's a Wazari apiece. But Gross-Klaus is at a disadvantage, having picked up 2 penalties. A third will put him out, whereas Kochman could afford to pick up 2 and he'd still be in it.
Well, Kochman looks really fresh out there. He's looking very confident. Grossklaus has had a real battle on his hands, and he was starting to tire, and hence the reason he's picked up. Oh, yes! What a throw! Well, Grossklaus really definitely cannot say anything about that. Kochman there, as you can see, is like, oh, it's just another day at the office.
Well, there are a couple of reasons why he's angry with himself, because Grossklaus is normally the one who delivers the big O Sotogari. On this occasion, he ended up on the receiving end.
Definitely on the receiving end of that one. Well, like I said, he did look very strong, and he was in control in the last stages of that contest, and definitely deserved the bronze medal here today.
And the other reason is that Grossklaus came in here this morning as the #1 seed, and he ends up medal-less.
Well, he lost out in the semi-finals, and that must have been a real hard thing for him to deal with. And sometimes you find those that miss out in getting into the final, that just one step close, it takes them that little bit longer to just get themselves back into that fighting mode and to get over the disappointment. And was this the mindset of the athlete? The O Sotogari there, my goodness, you can't argue with that. Swung right in, stepped in, powered on that shoulder. Oof. Double hand on the lapel, walloped him over. Oh, great positioning there of the camera work.
Coming up next will be the final of the under 90 kilo category. It's Georgi Papunashvili of Georgia. He's up against Rafael Macedo of Brazil. It'll be Papunashvili in the white judogi, Macedo in blue.
Well, Papunashvili 224 in the world ranking to Macedo, who's world ranked 33. First down to a third, 28 to 30. There's only 2 years in between, but miles apart as far as the world ranking is concerned. And there you have that journey for both these athletes. Macedo, junior world champion back in 2014, and last year picked up a silver medal in Zagreb.
The referee in the middle for this one is Veli-Matti Karinkanta of Finland.
Well, it's unbelievable. You can hardly hear yourself think out here. The crowd, full house today. Every seat is taken up by the Georgians. Papunashvili, obviously the favourite here for the gold medal. And will be riding the roller coaster of success of the Georgian team so far. They've had an outstanding performance in the past couple of days. And Macedo, you see, defending slightly there, a little bit apprehensive. Now, coming in, Macedo there with, you can see, locking, trying to lock those legs up in the Niwaza. Macedo with the cross grip, he now takes on that lapel. Papunashvili there, dropping to his knees. Obviously felt a little bit under pressure with the grips. Felt that was the best option to get out of trouble. Macedo stepping across. Attempt there of the Siotoshi, it looked like. Macedo just taking a bit of a knock to the face there. Machado cross grip, as you can see, trying to work on that one lapel. Papanashvili trying to block that hand from coming over, drops under his opponent and goes for the arm lock, and it's there. Wow. Papanashvili did ever so well to get off of that. Very strong and fast reactions when he went down into the niwaza. He got up as quick as he went down. As you can see there, he left himself a little bit vulnerable. That arm was just waiting.
Really deep as well.
Well, it was really deep in there. That was a good technique and good awareness for Machado. Reacted well off that drop.
He was very lucky that he hadn't been able to turn it to go right on the elbow. Papanashvili.
Definitely very well.
Searching for the Makikomi, Papanashvili, you can see that.
Surprise. A real surprise. The Makikomi from the Georgians has been quite effective throughout the 3 days. Moves himself a little. You see that elbow stuck up in the air. He's leaving his arm out there for the taking each time. He's got to be careful there. We've already seen how quickly the Brazilian reacts when going down into niwaza. His transition is brilliant. Papanashvili really is very vulnerable when he goes down into the ground, but why did he get... Why was he given a shido? We've just seen an amazing bit of niwaza there that should be classed as judo attacking. Also Tagari there from the Georgian. Very unorthodox style there as he draws that hip in. Again, looking for the Osota Makikomi. And trying to almost tempt him with the Osotagari, but the angle that he's put himself in is not really going to get the Osotagari temptation. Machado down with a shido. We're coming into the last minute now. Cross grip there, but you'll see once more the drop. Papanashvili came in very deep on that. It's quite an effective drop. Both times the Brazilian having to ride the technique, stepping over.
If he's really clever here, well, it just stopped because there was that Haraigoshi effort there. But yes. Papanashvili had to be first in that next cycle. That would have been 3 attacks from the Georgian without a response from Machado from the time that he picked up the first, his first penalty. So, you know, Papanashvili just missing out and keeping the pressure on his Brazilian opponent.
Machado really has a sort of an air of sort of confidence out there, and he's very much composed himself. He's very relaxed. He's not really harassed at all. Oh, there you go. He got all caught up there. Papanashvili. Oh, Machado should be picking up. There it is, the Wazari with 2 seconds to go.
For me, Papanashvili lands on his front, there is a pause, and then he gets pulled down. Okay, so now there's a stop to it.
Yes, I see where you're coming from there. Well, you were right there. The pause was enough to waver the Wazari.
I think, however, it's just prolonging the agony. Machado is in the ascendancy here. He's looking stronger and stronger.
Yes.
He's picked up a single shido rather than 2 because he has been, you know, running at a different tempo from Papanashvili. He just looks that little bit stronger to me.
Well, Papanashvili has got a chance now to redeem himself. He's always looked as if he's fighting on the edge here. He really is. Doesn't look as confident as the Brazilian, but obviously there's a lot of experience with this young man. from Brazil. Osoragari attempt, the Makakome, the counter once more from the Brazilian. The battle continues here. Half a minute into golden score. Macedo, right hand on the lapel, goes for the Koichigari, tries to get that draw in with the leg stepping forward, misses it completely. Well, sometimes we've seen that Makakome and we think that cannot work, but it just seems to draw them over. But on this occasion, it's not as sharp. Well, the crowd here are supporting him all the way. The atmosphere is amazing. When a Sutemi Waza attempt there, but oh, how many times have we seen this today where a Sutemi Waza is attempted and they leave themselves flat on their back and given away matches.
Both fighters looking very tired now, not surprising. We're well into the golden score period, minute 15 already.
But Macedo there looking still focused. He's really deep, but there's the Koji. Attempt of the Koji gap, it just started to slide down the leg, but very poor attack there from Papanashvili, and I think this time it will be the Wazari that he was looking for. That was a continuous move. He did catch him and he continued onto that shoulder.
That's different from the one that we saw before. No question on this one. Yeah. Macedo's not celebrating yet because of what happened the first time round, but exactly. I don't think there's any doubt about this
I don't think so. Well, it was a very soft attack from the Georgian to start with, and I think it was really on the cards. And great win for Macedo of Brazil, who takes the gold medal here today in the under 90 kilos.
Well, he was the number 3 seed this morning, Rafael Macedo. Colton Brown and Cyril Grossklaus were ahead of him. They all, or the pair of them, remained medal-less. Yeah, it's not the most attractive of finishes, but it was effective as far as the scoring system is concerned. It did what he was supposed to do.
Yes.
Papanashvili got pulled onto his side. There's the counter. It begins here, pulls him onto his side. And that is a score. Okay, so the Brazilians upset the Georgian run of gold medal wins, certainly in the men's section. They won the 60, 66, 73, 81. They got to the final of the 90s, but they fell at that particular hurdle. So a silver there.
Just messes up the photograph at the end, doesn't it? Quite impressive that would have been with 7 gold medals in a row.
We come now to the first of the bronze medal contests in the under 78 kilo category. Yarden Meyerson of Israel faces Madeleine Malonga of France. It'll be Meyerson in the white judogi, Malonga in blue.
Well, Meyerson 20 in the world ranking, 8 to Malonga. Malonga, the number 2 seed.
Referee in the middle for this one is Marius Jebrian of Romania.
Well, Malonga, number 2 seed, was silver medalist in the Masters last year, bronze medalist in Paris Grand Slam this year.
We got 2 Olympic champions in the chairs. One for Israel and one for France. Quality coaching staff. Yvonne Bernish is the coach for Yarden Meyerson. Won the Olympic Games back in 2004 when she beat the North Korean superhero Kei Sun-hee, 57 kilo final. And then in the chair for Madeleine Malonga, got Lucy DeCoste, a little bit more recent.
Yes,
as far as,
2012.
yeah.
I'll never forget that year.
Some of the French team sitting up there watching on. They've enjoyed 1st of April today. A few jokes played on them by the French coaching staff, kept them in good humour.
Oh, that's good.
Gold medal winner on the left-hand side and gold medal winner on the right-hand side there. Marie-Yves Gahy and Clarisse Agbenienou. Successful visit for the French.
Well, they have performed well today. Malonga, as you can see, throwing that right hand high on the collar. We know what comes from that, the Ouchi or the Uchimata. Just trying to set it up there. Meyerson looking a little bit unsettled. In Agadir, just recently, Meyerson picked up the bronze medal. Great performance from that young lady. And this is all the build-up to the European Championships, where Tel Aviv will be the host of the event. So the Israeli team will have high hopes of good results, but their half-hearted attack coming from Meyerson, countered by Malonga, scoring the Ippon, and within a minute and a half of this contest. Well, there was only one hurdle for Malonga, and that was Churchin of the Ukraine, who caught her in the early stages of the contest with a wazari and just couldn't get it back. So Malonga takes the first bronze medal of the under-78s, and we'll be coming up now shortly for the second bronze medal match.
Just overstretched herself a little bit too much there, Meyerson,
yes.
And with an athlete, the shape and size and power of Malonga, there's no room for that kind of error.
No, the mistake there is as she came in for the Osota, she put the foot down, which stopped the movement completely, and she lost her balance. Malonga just capitalised on that, just turning her head, rotating it the opposite direction. Made it look so easy.
And just shifts, you know, she moves that left leg, and when she plants it, by the time she plants it, she's the one who's in the perfect throwing position. Just a simple move of the left leg. She feels Meyerson coming. She knows she's got to block that. She blocks that, steps away with the left leg. Nice position to finish off. The second of the bronze medal contests then, Lisa Dollinger of Germany faces Beata Pakut of Poland. It's Dollinger in the white judogi, Pakut in blue.
Well, very similar in the statistics there. You've got Pakut 22 in the world ranking. Two young athletes coming through quite nicely, had great performances today, and sadly find themselves up against each other for only that one bronze medal remaining.
The referee in the middle for this one is Amano Akiko of Japan.
Dollinger on the way through the stages of this competition was defeated in the quarterfinals against Malonga. Haku just missed out a place in the final against Chimeo, which was what I thought expected, really. Paku coming from the stronger half of this draw today.
Just off camera, an amusing moment that had the Georgian crowd clapping as they get the awarding ceremony ready for the upcoming presentation. It's all in order now. No score yet between Dollinger and Paku. First minute out of the way and nothing to choose between the pair.
Now, definitely is a bit of a battle going on here. Paku last year took a silver medal in Tashkent. Very strong young lady from Poland, as she's built up some nice results throughout her junior career, picking up medals at the Junior Worlds and Europeans. Dollinger, you can see, really determined. That face just says it all. Left hand on the lapel there, but really doesn't seem to have much of an impact and been able to follow it through with the attack. Paku totally dismisses it, knocks her down onto her face, but sadly doesn't want to pursue the Niwaza, which is a surprise because the Polish are very good in the Niwaza. Strong technicians down there. Dollinger trying to break up her opponent, uses the feet to try and break the back. Oh, lovely Koji-gari there. Oh, nicely executed, scoring a Wazari. Now, the legs are a little bit too wide apart, but is hoping for... Well, I thought she was going to go for the hold down there, but she's turned it over the top. Now looking to pull the arm out from that direction. She will try and spin her once more onto her back, creating the arm to just be levered out a little bit, but just left herself a bit just overstretched.
She really wanted to go for the far leg, but she was so far up on the head, she couldn't reach over that far.
It was surprising. I think she was trying to be too creative down in the Niwaza. I think when the first initial movement, if she'd only tidied up the legs and went for the Jujigatami in that position, she most probably could have got that.
Or the Osaikomi, as you said, you know, go safe.
But she just went a little bit too adventurous.
Inventive, wasn't she? Yeah, she decided, hey, I am, as Loretta was just saying, very good at on the ground.
Yes.
One of the technicians.
Sometimes the simplest things are the most effective ways of winning.
Keep it simple. Anyway, we've got less than a minute now. The outer Pakut, the Polish fighter, leads by Wazari. Dollinger with a bit of work to do here. Got caught beautifully with that Koji. There's another little stab at it, but nowhere near as threatening.
Well, it'll make her a little bit nervous now. Dollinger obviously being caught with the Koji-gari means the feet will be trying to stay well clear from Paku, but falls on her face there once more. Could have left herself wide open on the ground. Dollinger now desperately trying to get back in. She's got half a minute to try and even up the scores or defeat her opponent. But Paku's going to just close up shop now. There's no penalties on the board she can afford, but in full credit to the Polish athlete, she's still battling away, controlling nicely with the left hand on the lapel. An attempt of Sutemi Waza from Dollinger. I think that's the last chance that she really will have in this contest. She desperately moves into her opponent, but it's looking very tired and untidy down there. Well, Paku will be delighted with that. She picks up the bronze medal for Poland with that lovely Koji-gari that we saw.
Dollinger gave a good account of herself. You know, she battled right to the end. She got caught just the once,
Yes.
and then.
But she looked to be in control of this match. She was sort of controlling the direction of how and the pace of the contest throughout. Dollinger looked like she was constantly having to battle just to stay in control, battling for a grip that she couldn't get, battling to try and get into throw, and every time she did put an attack in, it just looked a little bit untidy.
Beata Pakut of Poland picks up the bronze medal, the second of the bronze medals. Madeleine Malonga took the first. We'll be back after these highlights with the final of the under 78 kilo category.
Oof, nice.
Come now to the final of the under 78 kilo category. Audrey Chermiot of France faces Anastasia Turchin of Ukraine. It'll be Chermiot in the white judogi, Turchin in blue.
Well, Chermiot, they have had a head-to-head. Chermiot winning that head-to-head, 27 to 23 years of age. A little bit more maturity in Chermiot, but miles apart as far as the results are concerned. Chermiot, double Olympic medalist, world champion, and the list goes on and on. Has had a phenomenal day today. No one has really got anywhere near her, and Turchin has really got her work cut out for her.
The referee in the middle for this one is Yevgeny Ratlin of Russia.
Turchin this year has started off really well, but it was gold medalist here last year, so very familiar to being in a final in Tbilisi. Can she retain it? Well, possibly sticking my neck out here, possibly not. As you can see with that very strong grip. Well, talking to Ferrari of the Italian team, who is on with Chermiot. Well, she said it was just impossible. The strength of this young lady from France was actually quite scary for her. And for an Italian to say that, who are really feisty and strong, fit athletes, to feel that she was like a baby out there trying to battle away with someone that just kept swiftly taking her grips away and playing with her on the mat, is saying something. Her physical presence out there is so dominating. It's quite scary for these athletes that are up against her. Well, there's one little habit that Chermiot has, is that she tends to tuck that sleeve up towards the elbow, which makes it very difficult for opponents to get the sleeve grip. And I really do think it's just a bit of a habit, because I don't think she's scared at all of having anyone engaging with her on the grips. She's confident enough that she's... But as you can see there, down that right side, that sleeve gets tucked up towards the elbow every time. Chermiot steps across there, but Turchin battling away there, catching her with the Ouchigari. Chimeo there with the counter-attack. Churchin making that massive big mistake. Well, we've seen this so many times today. Comes in for attack, then loses her concentration, stays on her back far too long. Chimeo just walks straight into the Osakomi. Says thank you very much for that, and I'll take the gold medal with it. Chimeo takes the gold medal for France.
Having a little chat with herself there, Chimeo
Yes.
was. Maybe she set certain goals, and at the end of the day, when she finally wins, she can just talk to herself and say, I told you I was going to do it, or whatever, I don't know what she says, but
Most probably.
I don't lip read French.
Maybe, thank goodness that one's over and done with. I
Yeah,
can go
could
back
be that
now.
too.
That's
Yeah.
it. That's one out of the way. Let's move on to another day. Well, it's only a good day at the office for this young lady who takes the gold medal.
Former teammates, Chimeo.
That's right, yeah.
And
The
Ducos.
Olympic Games.
Needed to get out there a lot quicker. Didn't sense the
Just-
danger, Turchin.
That's it. There's been a few matches that we've seen today like that, totally unaware of the dangers in the Niwaza, leaving themselves so wide open and just get caught exactly like that.
We come now to the awarding ceremony for the men in the under 90 kilo category. And the medals are going to be presented by the IJF Education and Coaching Director, Mr. Mohamed Maridja. The first of the bronze medals goes to Lee Kochman of Israel. The second of the bronze medals goes to Peter Kutsera of Poland. The silver medal goes to Georgi Paponashvili of Georgia. The gold medal goes to Rafael Macedo of Brazil. And now the national anthem of Brazil. Kochman and Kutsera were the bronze medalists. Babanashvili took the silver, but it was Macedo to take the gold medal in the under 90 kilo category. We've got the next weight category about to get underway. It should be an all-Georgian matchup between Onissa Sanablidze and Lasoni Nemzadze, but unfortunately Nemzadze has picked up an injury. He cannot compete, so Cho Min-sun, the referee from the Republic of Korea in the middle, has got a rather easy job on her hands. She'll just award the contest to Sanablidze, and unfortunately for the home crowd, they're not going to get to see a contest. However, Sanablidze is perfectly happy because he doesn't have to fight.
Exactly.
And that one was over and done with fairly quickly. And it brings us quickly to the second of the bronze medal contests. And this features Benjamin Fletcher of Ireland. He's up against Jorge Fonseca of Portugal. It'll be Fletcher in the white judogi, Fonseca in blue.
Well, this is going to be a very interesting fight for Fonseca. As you can see, 83 wins to his opponent 10, 65 of them by ippon. His opponent better averages there, 10 wins, 9 ippons. Good track record there. But Fonseca is one of these athletes. He was the #1 seed coming into this competition. And what a year so far he's had. Düsseldorf, he took a bronze medal. Paris, a bronze medal. And in the Grand Prix in Agadir, a silver. He just oozes confidence. He really looks like he enjoys every moment he's out there on the tatami. Ben Fletcher, #2 seed. It's the first time #1 and 2 have actually made, well, they've come right through. You've got Ben, the #2 seed that didn't make it into the final week. But Düsseldorf, he took a silver medal, and in Tunis, he was gold medalist there. Someone that has just grown from month to month this year. Oh, but there you have it, Fonseca with the drop Cianagi. A big throw once more, catching Fletcher cold there with a Wazari. Again, the drop Cianagi from Fonseca. He's a big thrower. Such an exciting athlete to watch out here. Definitely no half measures with the Portuguese. He either gets thrown for 10 or he actually is the one that's dishing it out. Always goes for the big attacks. Once more stretching, overstretching, looking for the Osota there. Catches by accident Fletcher in the face. Fletcher really desperately trying to control his opponent. Well, that was a very poor attack there from Fonseca. He will pick up a Shido for that, I'm quite sure. Well, there's one apiece now. Fonseca still leading with that opening throw, the Cianagi that we saw in the first 30 seconds of the contest. Fletcher just dropping underneath his opponent. Once more, the Marotti Cianagi beast on the double-sided lapel there. Fletcher really struggling against this beast of a man, really, that's powering his way in here. Well, Fletcher is comfortable down in the Niwaza. We know that he's capable of achieving quite a bit in the ground, so won't be phased of going down into the Niwaza position. Fonseca staying more comfortably up in his feet. 1.5 minutes remaining in this contest. Fletcher has struggled throughout to just... There's a Wazari Asetiapon. He just really struggled to get two hands on George Fonseca, as you can see. Takes a sigh of relief there and applauds himself for what has been a great performance throughout for this athlete.
Fletcher just missing out there and coming up against today's #1 seed. He is known for being able to throw big. Loretta said that right from the outset, and he proved that in the final.
Yeah. Well, another result for George Fonseca. He's starting to really collect these medals now. Another one to the collection, the bronze medal in the Tbilisi Grand-Prix. Could have even been a Osakomi there. He was flat on his back right at the end. Just didn't react quick enough there. Looking at that moment, I think they both thought that was Ippon. Did you know? It was a look.
Well, I think they both realised it was all over, whatever it was.
There's that sort of moment that they both
it was all
just
over.
Stopped and thought, that's it, it's done.
We come now to the final of the under 100 kilo category. Merab Margiev of Russia faces Peter Palchik of Israel. It'll be Margiev in the white judogi, Palchik in blue.
Well, Margiev 151 in the world ranking, Palchik number 12. 26 years of age, both these athletes, but miles apart. Margiev have just 4 wins under his belt, but 4 by Ippon. So quite an impressive track record, even though there's only a few of them. There you can see the athletes run through in this competition today.
The referee in the middle for this one, Amiran Toydikashvili of Georgia.
Well, for me, Palchik has had a very impressive performance here today. Came into this competition as one of the seeds, the top 4 seeds. Well, gets great start for Palchik. Margiev there looking a little in trouble there. He doesn't look comfortable. I don't know what happened. Palchik just checking on him just to see how he is. Margiev throwing that arm over the top, attempt of a Sutemi Waza. Palchik, as you can see there, with the right hand on the lapel, controlling quite nicely the Russians' left side. Palchik leaving himself a little bit open, a space between him and his opponent. The Russian goes down for Sutemiwaza. Palchik nearly capitalized down there in the Niwaza. Just didn't secure that hold, but was in a very good position. Palchik once more with that left hand on the lapel. Circling motion, now comes round the opposite side. You see with the right hand. Well, for the defensive positioning for both these athletes, they've both picked up a Shido apiece with 2.5 minutes remaining in the contest. Oh, yes! Well, that was a lovely finish there. He hooked in. It looked like he was going for the Oguruma. Hooked onto the side of the thigh and took it off to the corner of his opponent's left side. Well, that was a wonderful finish there. He looked confident right from the word go.
Palchik with a spectacular finish.
Yes.
To that 100-kilo category final. When he got going and he launched, he really got hold of...
He made it look effortless, didn't he, really? He was a nice big smile there for him. He'll be delighted with that. But look at the seriousness there. He really was confident going into this final. Throughout the day, he's had a wonderful innings. He was being very strong and consistent. Stepped across, as you can see, just dug into the back of the knee there, and instead of taking him forward, changed the direction and took him off to the weaker side, right off the edge. Had a good strong grip, controlled it nicely, beautifully done.
We've got the awarding ceremony for the women in the under 78-kilo category coming up now. The medals are being presented by the International Judo Federation head refereeing director, Mr. Jan Schneiders. First of the bronze medals goes to Beata Pakut of Poland. And the second of the bronze medals goes to Madeleine Malonga of France. Silver medal goes to Anastasia Turchin of Ukraine. The gold medal goes to Audrey Chermiot of France. And now the national anthem of France. Pakut and Malonga were the bronze medalists. Turchin took the silver, and it's Chamio who's up there with the gold medal around her neck, not for the first time.
Exactly. I was just thinking that.
Probably not for the last either. Right, we come to the first of the bronze medal contest in the plus 78 kilo category. Ivana Sutalo of Croatia faces Sandra Jablonskita of Lithuania. It's Sutalo in the white judogi, Jablonskita in blue.
Well, this is, when you look at the statistics, it's a very even match there. And a real difficult one to call.
The referee in the middle for this one is Siniša Skrbić of Serbia. Three and four, these two fighters were seeded. They've ended up in the bronze medal position. One of them is going to come in third place. The other one is going to be out of the medals. They would both have fancied their chances of being on the podium.
Yeah, definitely. Well, the Lithuanian really has started off well here. She has a slight advantage of being a little bit taller than her opponent. Lithuanian, one of the heaviest in the weight category. In fact, the heaviest. Well, the Croatian, as you can see, has picked up the first Shido. Just in the first minute of this contest, not the greatest of starts. Oh! Well, I think it was the first initiation of the attack came from the Croatian, and the Lithuanian obviously wasn't going anywhere, just literally fell towards her rather than off to the side. There was no action from the Lithuanian, so no score. Sutalo is struggling a little bit with that long arm that comes over the top. The Lithuanian really sort of drawing all her weight towards her, turning that hip in, now working towards the edge of the contest area. Sutalo picking up the second Shido for exiting the contest area, put herself in that position and has paid the penalty for that.
I think she comes from Dubrovnik, if I'm not mistaken. Dad is her biggest fan.
Oh. Well, dads are always their daughter's biggest fan, aren't they, really?
She made the decision to fight at heavyweight a long time ago. It wasn't as though she moved up, you know, just recently or jumped from under 78 to plus 78. It was a long time ago. She said, I'm going to go for the heavyweight division.
Oh, well, it was a very, very strong grip there for the Lithuanian. She really did control the upper part of the body. If she'd only put a foot in there, she could have taken full credit for that.
Second time that we've seen that.
Yes.
You know, where Jablonskita hasn't been able to take advantage of the possibility that Sutalo, you know, attempting to throw herself, put herself into a position where...
Well, that's twice she's done that. You would think that you would, the first time...
Get the feel for it.
Just count yourself lucky it didn't backfire, but to do it again it's really playing with fire there. The Lithuanian coming in with the Makakomi. Didn't get the finer touches at the end to get the score. Well, Sutalo really, she's doing a lot of work out here, but she doesn't really look to have much control over her opponent. She's got some nice strong grips, the Lithuanian. Playing a little bit too long of a waiting game, and I think both of them could be picking up a Shido, neither one of them. Well, they're only giving it to Sutalo, which I'm surprised, because the Lithuanian really herself hasn't put too many attacks in. She's got a good, strong, controlling grip. She throws that arm over the top. She did have the Makikomi, I suppose. But other than that, we're not really seeing too much. Jablonski, there she can see, throws that arm over the top, looks for the Makikomi, falls on her face. Again, one of the strongest attacks. Bit of a head-to-head knock here now. Lithuania trying to draw opponent, but Croatian trying to escape out of the jacket, and who would blame her, to be honest?
Oh, I just noticed that it says on the T-shirt there, doesn't it? Judo Club Dubrovnik.
Oh, does it?
Yeah. Thought I was being clever, you know, coming up with a piece of interesting information. In any case, Sutalo it was who collected a third penalty.
That's it.
And it was...
No major surprises on that one, really, is there? But, well, there's a very happy young lady. Quite a very pretty face, hasn't she, really? What a lovely smile.
And it was Sandra Jablonskita who picked up the bronze medal. There you go. That was Mr. Tekov, the coach. He's the father of two boys who were very good judokas themselves at 60 and 66 kilos. Right, so disappointment for Croatia in not being able to pick up that bronze medal there. However, all is not lost. There is a second bronze medal contest coming up, and that features another Croatian, Ivana Maranic, has a chance now because she's up against Anne Fatoumata Mbairo of France. It'll be Maranic in the white judogi, Mbairo in blue.
Well, again, when you look at the statistics, but Maranic, world rank number 50 to her opponent, Mbairo, 27. Now, Mbairo, for me, has been quite impressive. Her performance has been very good here. And top tip for me is for a bronze medal here today.
The referee in the middle for this one is Roberto Curlia of Italy. Here is a fighter who decided to move up from 78 to plus 78. Maranic had fought previously at the lower weight, but thought, hang on a minute, I don't like
she looks
cutting all this weight.
She does look quite light, really, and she's only sitting about 86 kilos. Comes in straight away with the drop Cianagi, though. Great start for this young lady from Croatia. Well, these two athletes are one of the two lightest athletes in the weight category. But Mbairo has a few extra kilos of an advantage in this match. Maranic that throws that arm over, gets very deep onto the belt. Sutemi was her attempt, but left herself a bit hanging there on the attempt of the Sutemi Waza. Mbairo keeping her up off the ground. carefully controlling the direction of that attack. Mbaro once more throwing that right hand over high onto the collar, draws the hip. As you can see, Maranic using the left hand to block. Whoa, well, what a mistake from Mbaro, who tries to do a Kosota, loses her footing completely. Maranic sidesteps it and almost falls into the Osakomi. There you have it. She came round the back, lost her foot completely, and once more we're near enough seen the sort of birthday present that quite a few athletes have given their opponents here today.
Nice footwork from Maranic to bring up that score. Mbaro just being a little bit more careful now. She'll also be careful about where she is in the contest area.
Yeah, she's wavering around there on the edge of the contest. The arms are stretched out. Both pick up a Shido though, but Maranic now has picked up 2, so I would have thought that Mbaro would have picked up 1 as well, but sadly not, because the arms, oh, there she has it.
Don't want to be in the position of having Wazari on the board and 2 penalties against you with 2 minutes left on the clock.
No.
Something's not going right. Maranic, who was pulling out her gi to, you know, she was undoing her gi. That's you get Shido for that.
Oh my goodness, well, she will.
Oh, that signal then, sorry, I was going to say. No, I didn't see her pulling the gi out, but she grabbed the leg.
So it was for the leg grab that she got the 3rd and final Shido, which resulted in the hand sokamaki and the win going to France. Mbaro takes the bronze medal.
Well, that was untidy work from Ivana Maranic.
There was the throw, all that hard work that was done to sadly just throw it away at the end. Well, she'll be quite disappointed with herself. But there you see a sigh of relief though from Mbaro.
Right, well, that brings us to the final of the plus 78 kilo category. Marina Slutskaya of Belarus faces Roman Dicko of France. It's Slutskaya in the white judogi, Dicko in blue.
Well, the world ranking 134 to Dicko, miles apart from her opponent, and does know that she's been up against Slutskaya once before and was defeated by her. But this youngster that's up and coming, I feel, for France, has got what I said right at the beginning, one to watch. The cadet European champion in 2016, a young, very impressionable young lady that has just grown in confidence in just throughout this year.
The referee in the middle for this one is Vladimir Nutsubidze of Georgia.
Well, Slutskaya, as you can see, just approaching the mat. She looks quietly confident as she enters. As we know, Dicko, she's got very little to lose here. Just needs to perform well, and she has performed well throughout the day. Defeated the Croatian Maranic in the quarterfinals. Slutskaya trying to attempt, and as she was there, loses a little bit of control and finds herself now on the bit of a receiving end of the Niwaza, but Diko needed a little bit more of an aggressive approach there and sharper reactions to make that more effective. Diko throwing the right hand over the top. Slutskaya dropping to her knees there. Already one Shido. Now picks up the second one. It's not looking very good for her with 2 minutes and 43 seconds remaining.
Diko felt unwell this morning. I mean, to the point of really feeling ill, but she decided to compete anyway. And if this is how she performs when she's not feeling well...
Sometimes you wonder, being so young, is it just the nerves that's making her feel unwell, that sort of nervous energy?
Could very well be. Just a little bit more time needed for Diko to develop some of her throwing techniques at this kind of weight, and I think she's going to be dangerous. I mean, really,
well, look
really
at
dangerous.
How powerful she really is. She's a young athlete, but has so much maturity in her judo. She's been able to pace this contest out quite nice, making her opponent, who's very strong out there, and there's a lot of credibility to her judo and her results. And the Makikomi, there you have it. A Wazari's called, and 1 minute and 55, and straight into the Osakomi. Slutskaya really she doesn't look like she's in this contest at all. And I don't think she's got any energy whatsoever to even make an attempt to get out. So a Wazari Aseti upon, and Diko, as one of my little hot favourites today, comes through to take the gold medal. Nice bit of work.
Yes, that's really promising for the French at plus 78 kilos.
Oh, look at that little face.
You're going to need to have strong men and strong women's team for Tokyo when we've got the team event. And they're just beginning to show signs of having the right mix in that team. France.
Well, that's a great win for this young lady.
Gold medal in the plus 78 kilo category. Big breath there from Diko as she realised this is all over here.
This is it, I can rest now.
Yeah, not only have I caught her, but I've wrapped her up so tightly, I know she's not going anywhere.
She's going
That's it.
nowhere.
A good win.
Oh, a lovely win there.
Youngster,
nice stylish move.
Right, we've got the awarding ceremony for the men in the under 100 kilo category coming up now. And it's the Minister of Sport for Georgia who has the pleasure of presenting the medals. And the first of the bronze medals goes to Jorge Fonseca of Portugal, and to Onisa Sanablidze of Georgia. Silver medal goes to Merab Margiev of Russia. But the gold medal goes to Peter Palchik of Israel. the national anthem of Israel. Fonseca and Sanablidze were the bronze medalists. Margiev took the silver. Palchik walked away with the gold medal. We've got the first of the bronze medal contests coming up in the plus 100 kilo category now. Jur Spijkers of the Netherlands faces Onissa Bukhadze of Georgia. It'll be Spijkers in the white judogi, Bukhadze in blue.
Well, there you have Spijkers 69 in the world ranking. Bukhadze of 46. Wins by a pawn 31, world 38. Quite good statistics there.
Referee in the middle for this one is Ramzadin Saidov of Uzbekistan. Made a smooth transition from tatami as a fighter to tatami as a referee.
He's a good referee as well. He's had some good innings today. Very confident out there, but a real true judo man. And there you have Spijkers in the white gi. Bukhadze there for Georgia. Well, this would be a real crowd pleaser if the Georgian could take this bronze medal. Georgian picked up a bronze medal last year in Baku. Spijker's still a junior, still quite a young lad, and has developed quite nicely into the senior, transitioned nicely into the senior rankings here. Fifth in the world junior world championships last year. You see Spijker's now taking that, trying to get the high collar grip on the right side. Looking a little bit apprehensive there. Seems to be planting the right hand up high and then swiftly taking it away. So obviously feels a little bit threatened there. Well, referee obviously not convinced by either one of them. Both of them receiving a Shido apiece. 2.5 minutes remaining in the contest. The Georgian trying to draw his opponent in close. As we know that most of these Georgians have got a very effective sort of makokomi. Spijker's just controlling the right sleeve of the Georgian. as he throws the right hand high on the collar. Nice spikers there with the Osotogari. Nicely attempted. Overstretched himself slightly there. Just didn't get that little finish that he needed. A little step forward, a little bit closer, and then hooked in with the Osoto would have been much more effective for him. But a little glimmer of hope there for the Dutchman. Got to give him a little bit more confidence as he continues in this contest. A minute and a half remaining in the contest here. The Georgian, as you can see with that high collar grip. The right hand Kosota attempt. The drop Sianagi there from Spikers. Well, the coach there trying to give him some valuable information there. Circling motion, circle your opponent rather than go on direct.
Asking a lot.
It is,
Spikers.
especially when the Georgian has got a very strong right high collar grip.
Bukhadze hasn't shown the kind of sparkle in this contest that he did earlier on. He looked a lot more threatening. Spikers has nullified a lot of his movement.
He looks very sharp, doesn't he? But I think with Spikers there is he's got that left hand on the lapel, which controls quite nicely. Comes in with the drop Sianagi there.
He's been clever, has US Spikers. He's just attacked at the right time. He's got the right kind of tempo. Things have gone well for him here. Maybe the Bukhadze style is to the liking of Spikers, but we'll see, because he's just got a couple of seconds here when we're going to take a stop, and Bukhadze will tidy up a bit of tape that's come loose on his fingers, and maybe that will just give him a chance to focus on what he should do when he gets back. He hasn't been doing it as yet.
The thing is, it looks like Spikers, the Dutchman, has done a little bit of homework here. Tactically, he's come out with a bit of a game plan. And at the moment, it seems like it's working for him. He's controlled him quite nicely. He's had the left hand in on the lapel that's controlled the right side of his opponent, which is stopping that arm coming over the top. Now, what we do know with the Georgians, they love to be very up close and where they can throw the arm over the top, which slips into that makikomi. Now, it's been very effective for a lot of the Georgians over the weekend. And he seems to have broke that down and closed up shop, and he's still reinforcing about keeping that left hand on that lapel, controlling him, and then trying to use the sleeve. Now, it's hard sometimes when you get tired. The longer this match goes on, these sort of incidents will happen that you'll forget what the game plan is, and this is where condition comes in. Can Spikers maintain the game plan? As you can see, the left hand's on the lapel, the drop Sianagi's there. He continues the move. Nice bit of judo there. 13 seconds remaining.
Well, when Bukhadze returned to the mat, he picked up a second Shido, so he's got two Shidos. Spikers just the one.
So you can see the Georgian trying to throw that arm over the top. The left hand from Spikers again inside on that shoulder, trying to block it. Into the golden score now. Drop Sianagi. Again, another good, strong attack from the Dutchman. So once more, he's got that left hand. Drops in for the Sianagi once more. Georgian braces down on it. Now that's another two attacks, one after the other. The referee will take note. One more would result in another Shido, and then this will be all over and done with.
Bukhadze's got to come up with something.
It doesn't come up with an attack here that's impressive, and there's the third drop, and again he moves the opponent. The Georgian flops down to the ground, and I think the referee's seen enough.
Yeah. Just didn't have enough coming into this contest. He'd spent his energy earlier on getting this far, and when it came to the asking, he couldn't come up with the right answer.
You're so right. He was so flat coming into this bronze medal final.
And he looked so much better earlier on during the day. I mean, he really shone. You know, he came up with some nice techniques. He got himself into a good position, but unfortunately here, it wasn't happening. He picks up a third penalty, and it's Spikers who takes the first of the bronze medal in the plus 78, plus 100 kilo category. Bukadze finishes in 5th place.
Well, that's one of the bronze medals out the window for the Georgians, but they've got a chance now in the second one. And can this be the man that can do it? And there's highlights of that contest. And the winning ingredient really was the left hand on the shoulder of his opponent.
Well, the man that the Georgians are looking to do it in this bronze medal contest is Levan Matiashvili. He's up against Hamza Ushani of France. It'll be Ushani in the white judogi, Matiashvili in blue. And the referee in the middle for this one is Frank Wolf of Germany. Here's Loretta.
Ushani, world ranked 80 to his opponent 21. The Georgians love this man. He's had such a fan club supporting him all the way here.
Your timing there was perfect. The Georgians love this man, Frank Wolf. Here he is.
Oh, they love him too as well. Well, they'll love him even more if the decision goes the right way.
Matiashvili was steamrolled by Guram Tusishvili in their contest.
Yes.
So he only had to go 2 minutes, but there was only 2 minutes in him. He may have to go a little bit longer here against Ushani. We shall see. It'll be disappointing if the Georgians can't take 2 of the 4 medals. They're going to take... Well, it's possible that they could get wiped out here. If Matiashvili loses and so does Tusishvili, they'll come away with 1. Yeah, but if they come away with 2, they'll feel a little bit better.
Well, Matiashvili last year took a bronze medal. He'd be wanting to repeat that performance. Ekaterinburg this year, he had a great performance. He took a silver medal in Russia. Obviously very much capable of performing on the world stage here, but Ushani himself would be delighted up to now the performance that he's given and brought here to this event. Defeated Bondarenko, who was one of the seeds coming in, one of the 3rd seed coming into this competition. Defeated him quite well as well. Just losing out Majab of Iran, who's now in the final.
Is that for a gripping infringement there? Ushani, I think, picked up the penalty.
Well, Matiashvili, you just sort of get that sense that he's got the hand on the lapel and he's sort of setting up the Sianagi. They're coming across with that Osota, even into the Makakomi that he's got. We've seen a few times, but you just have that real sense he's setting the big man up.
Absolutely. That's the feeling, and I think the audience are giving that indication as well.
Low moment and the sort of silence of a build-up. The Ouchigari coming from the Frenchman really didn't make much of an impact on the Georgian at all with that attack. Matiashvili just looking to try and get his grip, taking his time as he tries to come over the top. He's got that controlling lifeline of a grip there, the left hand on the lapel. He uses the feet to distract from the Makikomi, trying to get that foot to step back slightly as he can come through. Frenchman trying to look very busy out there, but really isn't offering too much of a threat to the Georgian. Has the right hand high on the collar, the elbows tucked but not tucked in to brace down on the Georgian's weight. Well, both of these, well, Matiashvili should pick up a Shido, and he does now. Although he's trying to set something up, he's not reacting quick enough, and the referee is giving him that warning to say, look, come on, get started. He's got the sleeve. He's now trying to set it up. The Frenchman's got the high collar. So, yes! Well, it was just a matter of time. Uchimata was there. He just wanted that little bit of time. The Shido was a bit of a wake-up to say, come on, get started. And no sooner received it, then, well, he satisfied the referee and threw that one in.
Levan Matiashvili, the crowd pleaser for the time being. They'll be looking for another one after this, but right now he's the man of the moment. He takes the bronze medal in the plus 100 kilo category. So that will make for the highlights reel tonight, I'm sure.
Oh, definitely. Lovely bit of judo, though. Nicely done. All he really wanted was that sleeve. Eventually he got it, hopped it through, finished it sweetly. Oh, nice, nice.
Now to the final of the plus 100 kilo category. Guram Tusishvili of Georgia faces Javad Majub of Iran. It'll be Tusishvili in the white judogi, Majub in blue, and the referee in the middle for this one is Cho Min-sun of the Republic of Korea. Here's Loretta.
Thank you. Well, Majub knows that he's actually defeated his opponent once before. And throughout this contest, has performed so well, but he's up against not only the #1 seed, but the Georgian favourite who's got this crowd 110% behind him. The crowd are just erupting, the atmosphere is amazing here. And for the Iranian, it's really about staying focused and performing as well as he has done throughout the day.
I wonder if Tusishvili will come out with the same kind of energy and excitement that he showed against Matiashvili in that semi-final. He just steamrolled him.
I know, and he just seems to have got better as the matches have gone on. Every stage of this competition, he has just got better and better. But Majub there, straight out, aggressive start, so determined. You can really sense that he wants this gold medal. Got a high, both opting for the very high collar grip. Tishvili, oh yes! Wazari a great start for the Iranian. Yashi was there, Sasai pulling over. Oh, well, they're just indicating there that possibly the grip was below the belt.
I think it was on the belt.
It was just on it.
He had the belt. I think what they're looking at is the landing.
He landed on his elbow and then spun through. But even if it was a brace on the elbow, it should still... Oh! Well...
There's a scoring part of the back.
Yes. He never landed on any part of the back.
And he didn't land on any part of it.
No, he landed on the elbow. It's quite obvious there, but...
And where you use the landing of the elbow to avoid taking the fall, then they give the score.
Yes! Oh, goodness me. Well, that was a big throw.
But again, there was no scoring part of the body.
What a threat. The hips was in, and he kept going. How the Georgian managed to get off that, I'll never know.
And part of it was that he was on his head first.
Oh! Well, what an exciting finish this is going to be. Well, Mahjoub really has come out to take this gold medal, steal it from... Oh, that was a 50-50 there. Ishvili really has that real upper control there in the head, as you can see, the left hand cupping the head, controlling quite nicely. The Iranian trying to brace upon that arm. Doesn't look that comfortable there at this moment. He's been lured into attacking that Osodakari. I don't think it's the wisest move to make. But the
he catches him there.
Iranian. Yeah. My goodness me. Well, it wouldn't have been a technique I would have done, not in that position. Just shows you how strong the Iranian is. And that's got to count, that one.
Yeah. Yeah, he's on his
there
back.
With a Wazari that drops in Aggie, but he doesn't get the Wazari.
Osakami! It's not the strongest.
He's not completely secured it, but the crowd are going absolutely ballistic. Mahjoub there really is just looking at the clock.
He's going to finish him off here.
Definitely he's going to finish him. Whoa, what an uproar. Oh, my goodness me. Well, those pictures just say it all. Well, that was a great contest. Mahjoub, for me, what a fighter he was. Went out to win it, but sadly, just made that little error in the Niwaza there.
The lightest man in the weight category. Okay, maybe Andy Granda, maybe 3 kilos lighter, but next to that, Tusishvili, the lightest man in the weight category, comes up with the biggest win. The gold medal contest in the plus 100 kilo category.
And most probably one of the best fights we've seen in the final today. Well, that was... For Georgia, for Tbilisi, that was like the icing on the cake, wasn't it?
That's what you want. You want to close the day out with a gold medal for the host nation, and the last thing that they'll hear is the national anthem of Georgia. No one's going anywhere.
Well, there were so many highlights of that final, wasn't there? There were so many that you could have thought that this is going to go either way.
Was it a score or was it not a score the first time round? With the replay, no. Clearly, no part of the scoring part of the body came in, with the scoring part of the back, came into contact with the tatami, so they waved that score off. Second score, no doubt about it, good Wazari from Javad Mahjoub. He led. Tuzishvili came back. There was a single slip from the Iranian. He couldn't get out of the offside position, and in the end, Tuzishvili got stronger in there.
Well, it was the control on that right sleeve that caused the problems for the Iranian, as you can see. He wrapped it up.
He didn't make the mistake that others had today, which was to let the Osei Combi chance go begging. Yes. He knew, he jumped on it right away, put it on. It wasn't the strongest, he only had one shoulder, but Javad Majoub made an error, and he allowed the shoulder and the arm to get completely trapped, and there was no way out after that. Although he gave it, plenty of effort.
Oh, there was 100% given in that final. There's no doubt about it.
Right, we come now to the awarding ceremony for the women in the plus 78 kilo category. The medals are being presented by IJF refereeing commissioner, Mr. Bernd Achilles. The bronze medals go first of all to Anne Fatoumata Mbairo of France, and then to Sandra Jabonsklita of Lithuania. Silver medal goes to today's #1 seed, Marina Slutskaya. She ends up in second place, the Belarusian, taking the silver medal. But the gold medal goes to Romain Dicot of France. The 18-year-old tops the podium in the plus 78 kilo category. First ever Grand Prix gold medal for Dicko, and the reason that it's her first ever is she's only ever fought once at a Grand Prix, and she hits the top spot the first time out. Now the national anthem of France. Cadet European champion back in 2016, junior European champion in 2017. What's to say that she won't be the senior European champion in 2018 if the French decided to send her later this month to Tel Aviv?
Possibility based on that performance.
Just beat the #1 seed here, Marina Slutskaya. She'll fancy her chances. And why not?
Well, she definitely didn't look out of her depth there at all.
We're going to have some highlights, and then we'll be back with the awarding ceremony for the men in the plus 100 kilo category. come now to the awarding ceremony for the men in the plus 100 kilo category. First of the bronze medals goes to Levan Matiashvili of Georgia. Joe Spijkers of the Netherlands receives his bronze medal. Silver medal goes to Javad Majoub of Iran. But the gold medal goes to Gurem Tusishvili of Georgia. The Georgians finished the day, or the weekend actually, 3 days of judo, with 5 gold medals. They topped the medal table. 5 gold, 3 silver, and 6 bronze medals. France also had 5 gold, and there was a gold medal apiece for Brazil, Israel, Germany, and Slovenia. We'll be back with more live judo next week when we are in Antalya, Turkey, for the Antalya Grand Prix between the 6th and 8th of April. But from Loretta Cusack-Doyle and myself, it's bye-bye for now.
Bye-bye.
And we're going to end appropriately with the national anthem of Georgia.